Hi guys, Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting live. Today is Sunday for Sunday, March 8th. I just typed it. I don't remember. It's weird. I guess it's because I never leave the house and I never know what day it is. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, head down there, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, get notifications when I'm live, and like my videos. Other than that, hi guys, welcome. Trying to find a charger, and I'm gonna go run and grab the tablet so I can see comments because I'm always like so discombobulated, my brain, when it comes to doing things and getting it done and coming on exactly at a certain time. So hi Suneda, hi Anne. All right guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go to my bedroom, which is only that far now, and grab my tablet, and I will be right back. Hi Aunt B, hi Anna. All right. Can't do anything without this darn thing. I'm gonna sit down. Hi Carol, hi Debbie. Well, it doesn't help if those other things are on. Oh, this is like challenging to get this going. Ay, ay, ay. And I also make sure that the volume is down once I get it going. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Judy. All right. So, how is everybody doing today? Anybody sewing? Getting some sewing done? What about that time change for everyone? Is it going to mess up coming on Sundays? My time is around 5. So just say 5 p.m. my time. What time is it for you when it's 5 p.m. my time? Because now you guys are an hour forward or back. Forward. Is it forward? Oh my goodness, I don't even know because I don't change the time. Let's see. Skip chat. All right. So 8 p.m. for Anna, and you're in Florida. I'm going to try to guess if I even remember what states you guys are in. Hi, Pauline. Oh my God. For me, I was so tired at work, came home and fell asleep. My goodness. 8 for Debbie. So she's somewhere on the East Coast too. 8 p.m. in Michigan, 5:08 in British Columbia. That was for Tammy, which hello, Tammy. Hello, Maggie. We are the same time now for Teresa and me. Wow. So both of us are at 5 p.m. We don't change time and SASK. What is that? 6 p.m. there, though. SASK, like Saskatchewan? Because that's the only thing I can think of that starts that way. 8 p.m. for Rowena. So she's somewhere on the East Coast or east side of the states. 7 for Aunt B. So she's somewhere closer this way. 1 hour difference, I guess. 1 hour this way. 8 for Pauline in New York. Oh, I was right. Look at that. I can guess. Rowena is in Indiana. Changed my clocks ahead this morning. Okay. So it's ahead. Boy, everybody's losing time. All right. So I'm going to turn this way. I didn't bother, and I was on live stream while it was time for some of you to change your clocks in the middle of the night during an Insomniac episode. So yeah. All right, so today I 5:19 for in Washington for Anne. So you're the same hour as me. I didn't realize how many clocks you have until you have to change them. So what was I saying? Oh, I did something different today. Not my normal, but I really wanted to get the trying out of the way and see how it works. And I don't know if I was doing it right because I'm not really sure about some things. Anyways, point is, I tried something. And guess what I tried? I hand sewed blocks together. Oh, I didn't think it would take as long as it did. It actually took some time. And my 1/4 inch seam is probably not perfect, but my blocks lined up perfectly. Like, it was pretty awesome how they did that. And yeah, so let me grab these things and show you that I actually hand pieced 2 4 patches. Ta-da! There's one. And obviously hand piecing looks different because it wrinkled everything. It doesn't stay nice. But look at that point in the middle. Like, are you kidding me? I like hand pieced that. Here's the back. You could see my stitches. And if it looks like there's more stitches, I didn't know if I wanted to cut the thread. So I started sewing the thread through. Like, from when I quit at one side, I went back the other way because I didn't have much thread left and I didn't want to cut it and have a bunch of threads hanging. So here is one of my 4 patches. And here is the other. And yes, it's just scrap fabric. I was just, attempting to see, but look at the point on that. I guess my hand sewing points are better than my regular sewing points, right? Look at that. And there's the back so you could see my hand stitches. This one you can tell I went back through. I'm not sure if you're supposed to only use your thread once over the needle. So I tried it when I did this block where the thread was just once and a little knot at the end, and then tied the knot around, like I tied the knot around the seat, the corner right here, you can see, and I just tied it so that it doesn't come undone at all. I can yank on it and it's good both ways, and then this, when I got to this block, I was like, well, let's see the difference if I double the thread and just put a knot at the end and only go in and out, so I did this, and I apparently do not have nice even stitching, even though, it seemed like it was when I was poking the needle and coming out, poking it. It seemed like it was okay, but as you could tell, they are definitely not even stitches. At least they're all like in the same area, and you can see when I went back because that's why it's doubled. So I mean, it's not horrible. I don't know any of the like doings, let's see if I can hold that stitched line up. See, and that's not doubled, but you could see that I tried to get it straight and go in and out properly. So, I'm definitely trying new things here. So I can finally say I made 2 blocks and I hand stitched them. So that was a positive, and I'm going to keep going with this. I took out, this is from my box of 3.5 inch squares, my tub. This tub of 3.5 inch squares. There's so many in here. Oops, the tub is popping open. It doesn't stay closed. And yeah, there's so many in here. And all I did was use some thread because I don't know what to use. Like, I don't even know what kind of thread you're supposed to use for hand piecing. I just figured I just grab one out of my special drawer over there. And oops, I need these over here now. And then my needles, I don't have very many hand sewing needles. I have a lot of these little assorted needle things, and I just use that really tall one that I separated right there. I use the tall one, and this is my little finger thing, but I didn't need it. I just went without using my thimble. But yeah, I have a ton of these little things, assorted ones. I don't know what ones you're supposed to use for hand piecing or anything. So I just went ahead and did it with a needle and thread. So, and that's what I'll continue to do, is needle and thread and just do my own thing. So there, I did that. I made 2 blocks. Yay me. It took like a total of an hour to make 2 blocks. On here, it would have been like 15 seconds. Done. Anyways, let's see who all else is here. I remember, where was I? Okay, and I was on Anne's. No, I was on Rowena's clock changing. Hi, June, 7 p.m. in Iowa. Let's see. I know, but I fell asleep on you. Oh, it's okay, Teresa. It's fine. Me too, fell asleep. It's okay when you guys fall asleep. You don't really have to watch the Insomniac series while I'm on. It's mainly for those that are up late and miss my daytime feeds when I do randomly come on during the day, which hasn't been often lately because there's been so much going on around here. But at least I am on when you can't sleep. You can pop on and hope that I'm on. So the last 2 nights I've been on working on a little side project, which only happens in the Insomniac episodes. I should have watched you last night. I couldn't. You couldn't sleep is probably what you're trying to say there. Hi, June. Wow. Hi, Linda. Pauline, wow, very nice. Great job. Thank you. Hi, Yvonne. Good thing you found me. Going back to the old days. Good job. Don't forget thumbs up. Thank you, Seneda, for the reminder. Looks great. Okay, sorry I have to go. I'll check back to see if you're still on. Bye, everyone. Okay, bye, Tammy. Hi, Joe. Anna says I did great. Thank you, Anna. Karen, hello from Minnesota. It's only 7 p.m. there, or in the 7 o'clock hour. It's the Oh, and I think the time changed on the tablet. I don't know how to stop that from happening. Like it's set for like mountain standard or something. I don't know. So it must have went on its own. Where am I? And cut out pieces for rabbit stuffable, but not understanding the instructions. So put it aside. I am more a video girl than handwritten instructions. Same here. And need it done by tomorrow night. Darn. Well, I don't know what a rabbit stuffy is unless it's just like a little rabbit. It's weird that I had a rabbit right there, huh? And you just cut it out and stuff it with stuff and then sew the bottom closed, I guess. Let's see. I have so many scraps to cut up. I may do that while I'm on sick leave. That's a good idea when you're not working. I need to sew ends up on a baby Docatot so I can start a chevron quilt for your mom. I did a chevron one a long time ago. It turned out really awesome. My son has it. It's in blues and greens. Came out really awesome. And black. Black was the background color I used. I have no patience for hand sewing. I didn't think I do either. I don't really have much patience, but I mean, I do, but I don't. Hand sewing was definitely different. And my nails are too long. I need to go get them filled and trimmed. My natural nails get covered with acrylic and they're getting too long to thread needles or pick thread through things because they're just too long. So I'm going to go get those trimmed down tomorrow. Oh, great. It's snowing for Teresa. Ay, ay, ay. That darn snow. And it's supposed to be spring almost. And no, it has too many pieces. Oh, okay. Trying to applicate on a growth chart. Anybody else doing anything you want to tell me you're doing? Also, don't forget, for those that do have projects and you want to share, when you tell everyone here that you're doing something, but you want to share elsewhere, don't forget in the description below of every single one of my videos, there is a group. It's the Facebook community group. It's called Tiffany's Quilting Life Community Facebook group or community quilting group or whatever. It's something like that. It's in the description below. It says join us and fellow quilters here, and then it has a link. Join that group and you can share there, and I can see, since I can't see what you guys are doing, you can always see what I'm doing in the videos, so that I can see the things that you guys are doing, and everyone else that's in the group can see too. So Lisa, hi Lisa. It's 8:16 in Indiana. My first quilt started out as hand sewing and it still isn't completed. That was about 30 years ago. Holy moly, that's a long time. This I will get a couple done and probably just make a baby doll blanket or something. But my goal with these pieces, since I learned how to hand piece, or I'm teaching myself, I'll probably get better within time, but with those is to make a couple more blocks, make a small little quilt, and then hand quilt it, because I need something to hand quilt. I need to learn how to do that too. So Someday I will get that far. For now, I made 2 blocks, in an hour. So if I have another hour lying around to just do whatever, I'll make 2 more blocks and just keep going until I have enough for like a doll blanket. Let's see. Teresa's ironing fat quarters and cutting them up today. Ooh, fun. All right, so today I'm not really working on anything that teaches you, so obviously it's the same as any Sunday. You can just ask questions, we hang out and chit chat and tell you what's been going on, or you tell me what's been going on in your lives and hang out. So you guys remember the Mariner Star? I mean, who could forget these right here? Those awards are from that Mariner Star quilt. Well, I had scraps, and I don't have much scraps left from it. That quilt used a lot, so I have some scraps. Underneath the neatness of the scraps is let's see if I can't pull the neatness of the scraps out. Underneath the neatness is the messiness. Lots and lots of mess. There's so much mess in here. Lots and lots of scraps. Not as much as I would normally have, but for such a big quilt that I did, but there's enough in here. And then there's some batik scraps. I pulled those out because I'm going to be using them for, and if you don't remember the Mariner Star, it was pieces that look like this. Okay. That were around the whole entire thing and in the middle. And it was nice. Well, this was a mess up piece. That's the only reason why this never made it into the quilt. I had leftovers of the diamond pieces, which are these, and I had chopped them down from singular strips. It was left over from when I cut the yardage after making strip pieces. So they were all hooked together in long strips, and I took them down into 2 pieced sections. So there's just sections of 2, which are these. And I am making 2 matching pillow shims. I mean, they're not going to be completely on target when it comes to the colorway. I mean, the colors in the pieces are the same as the quilt, but the colorway of the burst of colors that you saw and how it radiated out, that will not line up. But I'm making 2 pillow shims. They are going to be scrappy and they'll be different, but the same pattern. 1 star in each pillow will be going into it, and it'll be the same pattern, and it'll be center of a large king size pillow shim. And if you guys have never seen a king size pillow shim, it is literally like that big. It's way bigger than my head. I'm used to a pillow that's like that big around my head, not a pillow that's like that big around my head. So yeah, so I am separated it into pieces of 2, and I'm going to be sewing these together to create diamonds like that. So it'll be 4 patch diamonds. Now I just have to remember let's see, I had those towards the bottom. I just have to remember how I had it laid out last night when I originally took the scraps out, but I had to move it all out of my way to work on the Insomniac quilt. So right now I'm just going to start piecing these guys together. And I'm pretty sure I had it with this guy at the bottom. So just going to start sewing with everything right sides together and get it done. And I'm looking, and it looks like one of these. I'm going to have to lay this back out because I don't trust myself. So I'm going to lay this out for you guys to see what I'm talking about. We're going to come over here for a second. I'm just going to move stuff out of the way. And I'm just going to work from here after I look comments. I'm working on a patchwork of the crosses. They asked, okay, ironing 5 quarters. I saw that. Hi, Jim. Let's see. Can only access Quilts by Tiff. Your other Facebook page says content unavailable. What am I doing wrong? Ooh, I don't know. Let me make sure my link works. How about that? We'll just click on it. So you can find the description in that little arrow. Can you guys see that? Always in every video, that little arrow right there on the side. That description. Okay, so right here it says hang out with fellow quilters. It's that first one under my email. Let's make sure it works. Click on it. I'm probably part of the group, so I don't know how it's gonna go. It should go straight to the group since I'm part of it, but it'll take you to a page. Page you requested cannot be displayed right now. Temporary unavailable. The link you clicked on may be broken or expired, or you may not have permission to view this. But okay, so what I'll have to do is go fix the link, guys. I'm sorry that that came up right there. So I'll have to go fix that later, okay? As soon as I fix it, I'll put the link in the, I'll change the link in the description then. Okay? I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know that the link wasn't working. Okay. So I'm going to lay these out. Hi, Faith. All right, so let me put these back. Let me see if I had it correct. I'm just going to lay them here, and I'll just have you guys stay over there for a second while I definitely had it a certain way, but I don't know which way I had it. So I'll just lay it out and see. And then I can just change things up. Oh yeah, I definitely did not have it like this. Yep, nope, did not have it like that. All right, looks like I'm gonna just lay it out, and I'll bring you guys over here with me, because if I don't lay it out, then I won't be able to get it accurate the way I want it. So bring the camera down so you can see what I'm doing here. Let's see. I'm making a star. And pretty sure it was every other piece, I think. We'll see right now. My goodness. Why can't I remember what I was doing? I don't know. I don't ever remember things very easily. This is probably why I make so many problems or take forever to make stuff, is because I don't remember what I was doing. Oh, it was a solid one. Okay, that looks dumb. With it being that piece. Solid one. That piece. Nope, nope, nope. Has to be that. Nope. This has to be. Not that. That, maybe? No, that's not what I made. Let's put it all with these. Nope, I don't have enough of those either. Nope. Okay, so maybe I did it with this color. Oh, see, this is why I record most of the things that I make, so that I can remember what it is I was doing. Oh, such problems. So I'm making an 8-pointed star, obviously. You can tell that. All right, there's got to be one more of those. No. No, no. And no. It's that. That's not the right one. See, I knew I did something wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only have 7. I had 8 of everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 of those guys. Let's turn it around and have that in the center. Move things around as I need. And I didn't bring the tablet. This is what I get for playing with scraps. Question: if I want to add cornerstone to my quilt, How do I add them on? You hook them to your sashing. So I have sashing videos, but say here was your block. Here's your piece for your sashing. And here's your next piece. If you want a cornerstone, instead of making this outer piece the same length as it would be from adding two pieces, you know, it would just be the length of the block only. So all your sashing pieces would be the length of your block. And right here would be your cornerstone in the corner right here. And that would be the same size square as your strip. So if you're using a 2.5 inch strip, it would be a 2.5 by 2.5 inch square. And your sashing always would be the same size for the longer strips as your block. Okay. Hopefully that helped real quick. Okay. Back to this. All right. So there's 8 of those. Okay. Now let's see. We'll flop that guy to that side. That guy to that side. That side. Remember, these pieces are torn out from other pieces. That's why you see thread, because they were tear outs. Okay, now let's just add the second pieces, making them all different. I don't want 2 of those in the same spot, or 2 of those in the same spot. Nope, not 2 of those in the same spot. Let's put that one. Nope, can't do it that way. Can do it that way, I guess. And the last one is right here. Nope. Yep. Scrappy, yet satisfying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take you guys back over here. And I'm just going to go over there and pick them up. You don't need to see that every time. We'll just come over here like that. Hi, Diane. No, you're not late. I'm just messing around. And my video is way behind. Okay, so I'm going to grab 2 pieces and then come over. Who else is here? Let's see. Okay, I already saw that. Hi, Faith. Got the same thing. Making an Easter pillow for my sister. Those diamond patterns still scare me. You're so brave. Yeah, I love working with diamonds. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Jill. And then I said hi to Diane because it was scrolled to the bottom. Let's see. Had to stop sewing. My dog wants to play. Hi, Vicky. All right. So I'm going to grab 2 pieces. And then I'm always put them back after I'm done sewing them. So with diamonds, everybody knows you have to adjust. Oops, this is way, way, way down. I like when you guys can see me. All right. Those of you who don't know and have never worked with diamonds, you always, no matter how many pieces are together, you always put, when you line it up, you always have about a 1/4 inch away from both sides. So there's 1/4 inch hanging there and a 1/4 inch hanging there. That is pretty much how the whole thing goes. Diamonds are worked on like that way, like that. That way, it's easier to line them up. And oh my, that is totally not perfect, but I am leaving it just like that because I am not in the mood to play with these. So there is a bunch of diamonds together. I'm going to go put this over there and grab another 2 pieces. Put that exactly where I found it. Again, grab 2 more. This is going to be a lot of up and down for me today. I'm going to line it up where I have this V is where I would start my stitching, and I don't have a V on this side because it's cut off. but I can visualize that it's there. Oh, there's another imperfect one. I don't know why I cannot line these up lately. See, this right here is supposed to line up like any 4-patch and it doesn't, but I'm not worried about it because this is just a scrap project anyway. There's no need for perfection here. And my client doesn't care either. I'm just kind of building like in the replicating of the big quilt is what I'm doing. Normally I would pin if I'm doing a bigger project, but there's no need to pin this one. I just feel where that junction is. Let's see if my junction feel lined them up. Oh, I'm getting close. See, I'm getting close. Okay, next. Hi, Pam. I feel like I missed a bunch. Is this a tutorial? What you've been working on? This is just a scrap project, Jill, that I'm doing. And this new dog ate a big hole in my star quilt. Oh my goodness, Anna, sorry. That is absolutely horrible. Horrible. Oh my. I don't even know, like, I know how to fix quilts, but if it's a big, huge hole, that's the only thing about dogs. Dogs and cats use their claws to tear up quilts, because I know this, my cat has no claws, but he digs to get himself comfortable in his quilt. They do it with any blanket. Yeah, I would be very, very, very upset. But dogs do the same thing when they chew, especially puppies. Chew on anything and everything, even your own clothes. All right, so that one actually lines up. See, I guess it's going to take a few pieces before I get them accurate, which is okay because I don't care. This is one of those kind of side scrap projects that doesn't really matter, honestly. As long as it's clean and tidy and the quilting is the same as the quilting on the big quilt that I did. And all the fabrics are the same. It doesn't really matter. Ah, look at that one lined up too. Nice. The hole was about 5 inches and went all the way through. Well, 5 inches is easy to patch up. Just take one square that's 5 inches, another square that's 5 inches, and I would fold the seam over like this, fold it up, and then take some batting into it. If smaller, like 4 or however big the hole is, put the batting, and then the square is bigger than the hole. Fold it over, and then use glue it down, and then do a blanket stitch all the way around. There you go, fixed. That's how I would do it. And then you just have a scrappy little add-on. Ooh, this has 2 ends cut off both ways, so I'm just going to line those up and hope they are good. Probably not, though. Let's see. Oh, look at that, they are. Yay. This one had already had the ends cut off, so it matched up. I wondered if you received my box I sent you. Tammy, no, tomorrow is Monday, is when we go check the P.O. box. So tomorrow we'll check it. Haven't got anything, though. The last thing I got was a postcard, but I showed you guys that already, all the way from Australia. Which probably took a whole heck of a long time to get here. That one's not perfect, but I really don't care. Again, I keep saying I don't care this whole time so that you beginners out there know that it is okay to have little mess ups, because it's the part of learning. And I love messing with diamonds. There are so many projects I have made now with diamonds. I made so many Lone Star quilts and a Mariner Star, and I've made, oh wait, more Lone Star quilts. I definitely love the Lone Star. Ooh, that lined up and I didn't think it would. And there's the last one. So now I get to hook all these together after. I'm going to show you how I figure this stuff. I almost said a bad word. I'm going to show you how I figure things out here. So once those are all together, I'm going to bring this over here now so you guys can see. I lay them as if they were laid together like this. So I try to keep them really nice. This is how I figure this out. So without taking away a seam allowance, they're all laid nicely as if I was going to put them all together. Okay. So I would have a perfect little corner going on right here, over here, right there in this area. And then I take a ruler. Right now I'm going to start with 6.5 because I'm pretty sure that's going to be the perfect size. I take a square ruler and I line it up right here. The camera is facing the door, just so you can know. And I lay it here and go, does my edges of the ruler pass my points? And guess what? Once I lose this 1/4 of an inch, it will. So it's going to be about a 7-inch square. I'm not spraying anything. So I'm going to use about a 7-inch square for this. And it's going to be the same for these triangle parts that go in here. You know, and I'm going to do this with Y seams, by the way, guys, only because I don't want any seams on the sides. So I'm going to make full pieces. No. Then this is the inside of it. Again, this would be a whole 6.5 or 7-inch square. I want 7 because I need a little bit of extra once all these seams are gone. And then this, there's the diagonal on the ruler, right? It lays in here just like that. And it crosses over about a 1/4 inch already. So I'm just going to use a 7-inch piece and I'm going to cut it in half. So I'm going to cut 1 7-inch piece, 2 7-inch pieces, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 7-inch squares. So 2 7-inch squares for in here, but I'm going to cut them on the diagonal, and then 4 for the outer sides. So let's see what I have in my scraps to be able to do this, guys, because I'm not sure what's honestly there. So I'm using the batik right there. Let's turn this camera around. Can you see my? There we go. Yeah, you can see him. Move this out of the way. Put that over there. Let's see what I have here. Well, here is something I could make. This is what I have, guys, to work with. Those are funky. I need 4. Ooh, this might be perfect right here. Let's see how big this is. Ooh, look at that. Perfect. Let's cut that into 4s. So there's my 4 pieces. And let's see, what is this? This is also, look at that, 2 more. I can cut into 4s because I have another piece to make, because here's another star worth. So put those up there for now. I'm gonna turn the iron on. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna cut it. Should come out just right. So I'm just gonna fold it like this. I know this seems so weird, right? It's nice and folded. Take my ruler because I don't have an exact number now. It's just going to be whatever it ends up. I'm going to line this need to be cut sides on the line. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches. Ooh, look at that. I did have 7 inches. And I'm going to cut over on the side with the fold. So technically, I could still use that piece. And then I'm going to come over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this. And I'm going to cut that at the folded side. So again, here's 2 pieces I can use because that's about an inch or more. I will use those in my scrap pile. So these are done. Here's my 4 outside pieces. Now let's cut the 2. I'm going to cut all 4 of these and then cut them in half because I'm making 2 blocks anyway. So I'm going to line this back up, line it up on the cutting mat exactly like this. I'm going to cut exactly the same again. And everything's lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this one's right on. So this one's just going to be going in the garbage. So I don't save anything that small. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And line this up. Look at that. Except these, it's for 2 blocks worth. That's big enough, so I'll save that. I'm going to cut these on the diagonal, one time only, for my little set-in piece. And it's weird to have the bias on the outside, but this is a batik, so I really don't worry about the stretching with the bias on the outer side. It doesn't stretch as much, so, which is like, I don't know, super good. All right, so I need these 4 and those 4, and I'm going to show you guys by turning the camera. And I'm missing comments, and I know, and I'm sorry. So the brighter side on batiks is always the side that is right side up. So just look for the more brighter side. Let me go through. Okay, let's see. Packaged. Okay, so no, I didn't get that's what I saw. Anna, did you put your dog in the corner and say bad baby? Let's see, that's what I did, Tiffany. Now it's now my patch quilt. Okay, that works, Anna. I love that fabric, and I watch you often, but have never left a comment. But the fabric is beautiful. Sandy sent me over here a long time ago. Okay, Peggy. Well, thank you and welcome. All right, let's see. All right, let's add another light in here. That would be better, right? Ooh, that's pretty side, so that goes there. Ooh, I know that's definitely the pretty side, so that would go there. And this is definitely the pretty side, so that will go there. And then same with these. It's okay. It's in a big box. Okay, Tammy. Big boxes that don't fit in our post office boxes like that skinny by like that long. So it's a really skinny long box. And whatever doesn't fit in there, they give us a key for a other type of box. And if the box is too big for those boxes, then we get sent up to the front desk. So with a note that says your package can be found, blah, blah, blah. So if it's too big, we'll find it. She's a rescue. She's still in training. Okay, that's part of training. I had a dog that would eat shoes, socks, underwear, and anything that had our scent on it. Oh my goodness, yeah. I want to add across the whole top of the quilt, so it would be my top sashing. Well, Saneda, I do have a video of sashing and how I do it and add the pieces. I can't really tell on this piece. Okay, that one looks shinier. I do have a video that's about sashing and how I do it, where I add it to the blocks before I put the whole quilt together. And the only sashing I have to add by the time I'm done is the top and the left side. All right, so this is what I got so far. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sew all these diamonds together. So I'll sew these 2 together, but I'm going to start a 1/4 inch down and I'll end at the bottom because this gets hooked together. And then I'll sew this on and this on. Every single one of these, I'm going to leave a 1/4 inch open. Okay. So I'm going to start with these 2, then go to, or I'll start with these 2, then go to these 2. So I can do it in quarters like this. So I would do this 1/4 like that. Sew these together, and then I'll insert this and so on. So I'm gonna have to turn my iron on and get that ready, and then put you guys at an angle where you can see me do all of it, mostly all of it. So I'll just stick it right here. And then I will turn my iron on. And I didn't get to the comments, but Saneda, just know that there's a video that I show exactly how to do sashing. Actually, there's more than one. There's a couple, but I don't think they're called sashing, but then they might be. I'm not sure. All right. So I'm going to put 2 of these together real quick. Turn this iron on. I'm not even going to iron until I get to those parts. So I'm going to start at the tip, but I'm going to stop a 1/4 inch away from the edge. I'm also going to nest my seams right here, just for those that are wondering how to work with diamonds. It's quite simple. I've got what, 3 tutorials on how to make stars, the 8-pointed star with diamonds. So I definitely work with these quite often. Okay. Once I get to that seam, I come up here and come about a 1/4 inch away right there. Definitely need to pop one of those stitches. There we go. All right, so I have this. And I'm not even going to bother with pressing right, left, right, left. And some of these threads from picking should have been pulled out before sewing, because sometimes they get stuck in here. There we go. So now I have this corner with the open end. So now I'm going to put that end piece in there. And then I will press. So what I'll do is I'll lay it right sides together on one side, line up the end right here, and start up here on this top. I'm going to stop a 1/4 inch away from where my seam started. Pull that out, fold it this way now. Line it up, pulling that diamond out of the way, creating my Y seam. Line that end up. And now I'm going to put my needle down where that last one ended. So I'm just going to put this under here. My needle should land right in that junction. I'm going to trim away that dog ear. So this is kind of like learning Y seams all in the same video, guys. All right. And there I have one end so far. So there's one end, Y seam. And if you guys want, I can actually put the camera up. Let me press this and then I can bring the camera up so you can see how that's done. For those that are curious on Y seams, because you guys get to learn quite a few different things on Sew Sunday, usually. Let's see. Hi, Robin. I probably didn't say hi. Hi, Peggy. New, been watching for a while, though. Beautiful. Everyone said hi to Peggy. Hi, Tammy. I probably already said hi to you, though. Jill, can I borrow your brain for a day? You amaze me on how simple you make ideas come to life. Here you go. Take it. Thumbs up. Thank you, Vicky, for the thumbs up reminder. Hi, Linda. Nope, didn't miss it. I know some of you are probably, because of the whole time change, behind. So, I mean, time, with the time change, you're just behind on catching up where what time my video will be at, because I don't change my time here. Hi, Jaded. Welcome. Glad you made it to alive. Sorry for the typos. My left hand doesn't work well and I'm on a phone. Oh, that's fine, Peggy. We completely understand. Trust me. My nails are getting to the point where I can't type very well. I keep hitting the screen and it's like I think I'm touching that number or letter, but I'm not. It's the weirdest thing. Hi, Debbie. Let's see who else is here. Hi, Sylvia. June, I use those hooks for pictures frames. They come all up. Anna, Tiffany, you made that look too easy. It's not hard. How do you make your diamonds? I cut them with a 45-degree angle, if that's what you were wondering. Hi, Sharon. Oh, let's see. We're going. I've not done diamonds before. Very interesting. My poor diamonds would turn out like ovals. It's not that hard, guys. Super, super simple. I can actually just cut a diamond from one of the scraps real quick to show you how it's cut. going to Y seam. Is back stitching a preference or has to be done? You mean with Y seams? It's preferable, especially in these corners, because it holds it down. But once everything is pressed with the iron, you can see that this way pressed in and naturally wants to go down on this way. So everything sits and lays super flat. But it is very good to, when you start your back stitch, to always, you know, put your needle down, take one stitch forward, one stitch back, and then come forward. That's always recommended. And you'll get a little knot right here because where it tied it off. But that way you don't have anything coming apart in the Y seam, you know, during everything. So you can stick your finger and nothing comes through. You want to make sure that it all lays really, really nice. Lucky for a triangle. Y seams are easy if you take the time to mark your quarter inch with a dot. I don't mark, but that's because I'm used to this now. Like, trust me, that Mariner Star quilt had, you guys saw in the videos, I made lots of videos showing me putting it together. Every single junction from making the diamond parts out, every single junction from then on out was all Y seams. The whole entire quilt was Y seams. So, and I've done it with everything else anyway, so it was like, it's not that hard. So, all right, I'll bring the camera close after I press this real quick and put it back, and then I'll build another one of these corners so that you can see how the Y seam is done. And I'll also show you on a scrap how the what is the word for it? The diamonds are even cut out. That way, for those that are new, get a little tip, and if you want to try just with scrap and see how it works, you know. All right, so that piece is nice and flat, laying where it's supposed to. I'm going to show you how to cut a diamond real quick. Let's tip this down. Okay, so here's my little cutting area. I'm only going to use scrap so that you can see. So say, let's see if this is, oh yeah, 2.5. Okay, so this is a 2.5 inch strip. With any strip of any size, this is the same procedure. Okay, so say you're using a jelly roll strip. I won't even use the already cut side. Just pretend that doesn't exist. If you're using a jelly roll strip, here is your end right here. You want to take your ruler, find your 45-degree angle. It's always the one that goes from corner to corner on any square ruler. You want that 45-degree angle. You want to take, and first of all, straighten your edge of it up, or cut your selvage off, or whatever. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to find your angle, your 45, and you're going to make your first cut to start like this. So your 45-degree line lines up right here along the top. This is how the first start comes. You'd make a cut into the corner. Then you're going to take, if your strip is 2.5 inches, you will find your 2.5 inch line. Let's see if I can't zoom in for you all. All right, there you go. You take your 2.5 inch line and you line it up on that cut that you just made. So remember, this was right here. I used my 45-degree line to cut that off to start my triangle, right? To start my diamond. So that gets cut off. Then I take my 2.5 inch line, because this is a 2.5 inch strip, and I lay it on here like so. See that? So my 2.5 inch line is on that cut. And if I was using the ruler this way, you can use it with the 45-degree angle. Okay, where am I at? Where am I at? I don't think this is the right ruler. I think it's this ruler. I'm just gonna keep going with the one I have because I don't want to confuse anyone. Line that 2.5 inch line up on what you just cut. If there's a 45-degree angle on any other ruler, like a long ruler, there would be a line going across the top. So you would adjust it, you know, where that 45-degree angle is up here. Slide it down to where the ruler is covering both ends, and then make your cut. So it's on the 2.5, cut, and there is a diamond. It's very simple. So let me cut another one. So you would just line this up on the 2.5 inch line, make sure the ruler is covering both ends, and then cut. And there you go. And I don't think I can get another one out of this. Nope, cannot. So this one I would just have a leftover piece for any kind of scraps. So that is how diamonds are made. You need 8 diamonds to make a star. Let's see if I have any. I don't have any leftovers, but need 8 of them. This is a quadrant right here. This quadrant would show you how big your corner needs to be. So if you were trying to make an 8-pointed star and you're using 2.5-inch strips, you would lay this on here, see what number it's coming to, and this is coming to about 3.5 inches. So I would cut a 3 3/4 inch piece. Why? Because I want it to stick out beyond so that all my points do not get lost. I don't want to cut the same as the size of this corner. I want to cut beyond. So I would cut 3 3/4 inch square for this. Okay. And then when you're doing the corner set-ins like this, you know, so if this was the 2 pieces and this is your corner set-in, I would see what number it comes to again, right there. Sometimes it's different. And again, I would cut 3 3/4, or I would even cut 4 inches for these corners right here. That way I can cut it in half and still have plenty of room. That's how I determine where and what needs to be cut. And then you just sew them together. You can do Y seams or you can cut them all in half. And again, I have videos on how to do diamonds. So let's zoom back out. Oops, wrong way. Pinch the screen, Tiffy. There we go. So let's come back around, guys. I'm hoping that that helps. Where are we going? Why is it still zoomed? There we go. Look at that. Had to fix it. All right. And then I'm going to try to come close for the seam right now. I hope that helped those. Figuring out measurements is where you stumble. Hi, Kim. Robin's new to all quilting. Let's see. Okay, thank you. If I can later remember, Sinead, I can probably try to send you a link to that video if I can remember to find it. Let's see. Peggy, thank you. I think I can do it now. Yay. Brenda's made 2 scrappy Lone Stars this summer, both volcanoed in the center, but I remembered a simple trick that my grandma taught me. What is volcanoed? I'm wondering that too. Find out measurements where I stumble. I try diamonds for now, I think. Thank you for explaining that. Hi, Kim. Going to have to find your video. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffy, for the diamond. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this close right here so you guys can see. I'll probably have to bring it even closer. Let me grab another. So this is how it would go together, like this. You see that? So I'm going to start with these 2 pieces. Okay, so these are going to go right sides together, and my seams are not nesting, so I'm just going to make them nest by finger pressing because I don't feel like going back to the iron. I will start at this end. Okay, that's where I will start sewing. And let's bring the camera even closer so you can see. And if it gets loud, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm going to start my sewing. I'm going to make sure that I cut off this piece because it never sews past my little foot thing, my little my 1/4 inch foot. I'll make sure this is nested, lining everything up all the way to the end. I'm going to use my finger. If you want to use pins, you can. I'm not a pinner, but it's recommended for some. Okay, so I'm coming up to this end. I can either guess where a 1/4 inch is, which would be taking a pin and going, okay, that's a 1/4 inch right there. Where my needle is where I'm going to stop. You can see that. Can you see that? Yep. Where that needle is where I want to stop because it's about a 1/4 inch up and over. And let's bring a ruler in to see. Oh, look at that. 1/4 inch perfect. Oh, look at that. 1/4 inch perfect on both directions. So if I stood this up, I'm at my 1/4 inch. See? So there's my 1/4 inch along the edge of that. I'm pretty good at doing this. I've been doing them for so long. So I'm going to keep this needle here so you guys can see for guide. I'm going to come up right to that needle. This is for Y seams, by the way. One more stitch forward, one more stitch back. just like that. That's how I'm going to end it. So now I can pull that out, open it up. Let me see if I can hold it. So there's my last stitch. It always comes undone right there because I didn't go back and forth enough times, but that's okay because it opened up more of that 1/4 inch seam. Oops. And did it still stay zoomed? Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. I wasn't realizing that it wasn't in the frame. That's what I get for not... What the heck? Stay. Okay. So again, there's my opening right there. Now I'm going to finger press this out of the way for now. Just one side. It doesn't really matter which side. So it's finger pressed. I'm also going to snip away the dog ears because I don't want them there. And then this is going to be set in here. Why can we not see that good? There we go. And diamonds galore cut out. Just don't know what to do with them, but I have plenty of it. Well, all right. So I'm going to start with putting this right sides together on this piece right here. And I'm going to line it up right here at the end. So it's lined up. Can you see that? Right here at the end. And then it just goes beyond. Or you can turn it upside down like this so that you can see. So let me see if I can't show you guys by bringing the camera over here. I'm going to flip the camera around. How about that? All right. So I flip the camera around. See, this lined up comes to right here. So my 1/4 inch is going to start here. My back piece is lined up to the edge, just like that. And now I'm going to put you guys right here. A little while. Why?
Are you still live?
Yes, I am. I'm just trying to get the camera in a good enough angle. I'm sorry for the sounds, guys. Okay. Oh, that's hooked right here on the end. This is a Y seam. This is for learning. I'm going to try to go slow. I'm going to line up this other end. I'm going to lift up my presser foot. Oops. Or I can just start sewing because it wasn't lifting with my knee. I'm going to sew down just like this. And I'm going to slow down when I come to this edge and make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. Just like that. I'm going to slow down like this, just for you guys. And I'm going to come stitch right at that junction. 1, 2 more stitches. There we go. And I'll back stitch. And I'll do it a couple times so it stays. So now both those meet up. See that? They both meet up with each other. Now, fold it back out of the way. Grab the other side. And now you're going to fold it onto it. So if it was sitting like this, can you see that? This is back now. This is the side that has been sewn. It doesn't matter. Just you can finger press it out of the way if you want. You're going to grab that far side that's not sewn on. Right sides together. Open this little, see how it wants to fold over. Line that piece up right here where it needs to be. And you are going to lift your presser foot. You're going to drop your needle at this end right here. See where that ended with the thread? I'm going to drop my needle right on top of that. Just like that. Drop the foot. Line the rest of the block up the rest of the way down here where you can't see. I'm going to go 1 stitch forward, 1 stitch back. And I'll do it a couple times just because. And I'll line the rest of it up. And then open it up. And there is a Y seam. Can you see that? I had a little pull, so you could tell it kind of pulled just a little, but when I press it, it'll all come out. So there is a Y seam. And it naturally, on the back side, like I said, will lay to where this goes flat. So like this one naturally wants to open to lay down. So let's take the camera over to the pressing, or I'll just put you guys right here, actually. I got my thing on my camera just like all discombobulated. Let's see. Peggy, I'm so happy to show how to cut diamonds. Can you tell, Diane? Peggy, I get it out. 10.5 square project. No idea what to do with them. Hi, Linda. Maybe you can swap diamonds in half squares and come up with your own shapes. Exactly. 909 in New York right now. All right, so let me press this. And then I'll grab another part so I could show you how the next area works. Is this even on? No, it turned itself off. Go figure. So I'm going to lay this nice and flat. All right. And I'm going to put this right here. And now I'm going to do these two sections, okay, and create with this part on the bottom. So I'll have done half of the block. So let me turn the camera back around. Oh my goodness. I'd rather have it face camera because then I can see what I'm showing you guys. Sorry, you had to take a trip around real quick. All right, so we're going to go back over here. It's the only thing about recording this way, guys. I'm not really, you know. So here's my two pieces right here, just like that. And here is my piece that's going to go right here inside of it, like that. So it's the same procedure pretty much. First, I'm going to start by cutting off these because I don't want those dog ears there. It helps everything lay really, really nice. And I am going to start by, here's the fun part. I'm going to put this one on top of this one like this. And I'm definitely not lining up anything. Looks like a disaster under here. I'm going to stick this under here like this. And hold it for a second because these need to be stretched a little because they are not the same size, but that's what happens sometimes. So I'm just going to pull it because diamonds are on the bias, so they definitely have a lot of wiggle room for sure. So I'm going to sew down it. And again, let's come close. I'm going to stop. Can you see that right here? I'm going to stop 1/4 inch away from the edge. And I naturally know where that is. Oops. Let's go right there. Stay like that. I naturally know where that is. So I'm just going to line this up. I'm up to it. Back stitch. Break thread. Now I'm going to open this up. And I did have to stretch the fabrics, unfortunately, but that's okay. It will come out in the final quilting or whatever I do to it. I'm going to move this out of the way like that. So now I have this piece right here, and I need to add this. So it's the same procedure. And I'm going to turn the camera again to a different angle so that you can see. I'm going to come right here. I know all the camera movements today, guys. My goodness. Let's see if I can't move the machine a little so that you guys can see from this angle. Stay. I'm not used to sewing with it in front of me like this, so this is, I usually save these kind of angles for videos, but we'll see right now how well it works. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this piece back outside of the foot. I'm going to put them down like so, just like this. I'm going to take this triangle, put that like that, and I'm going to put one of the square tips. I'm not putting this long edge that stays on the outer side, so make sure that that's the part that's touching your outer block. And I'm going to open this up and pull that last little extra stitch out. Because it was one stitch too far. There we go. I'm going to line this up with my end right there, just like that. I'm going to put my needle down in there, 1/4 inch away from the edge. You can see I took a few little drop downs until I had it correct. Now I'm going to sew this. And then see how this sticks out? I don't want that there. We're going to cut that away. There we go. Like that. Now that side is on, like so. Okay, I'm not going to press anything. But now I'm going to bring that other open joint onto that piece, pulling the rest out of the way. It's manipulating the fabric pretty much. I have to move this away from the screen real quick to do this. All right, now I'm going to line this end up for this piece so you can see that's where I want to start. Pull that out of the way. So I'm going to lift my thing. I'm going to put my needle down in there. Drop my foot. And then I'm going to line up right here at the end. And I'm going to stitch forward. And I forgot to back stitch on that last one. But again, I have some extra down here I don't want sticking out. So don't mind me trying to reach around the camera to do that nice and straight. And then I sew right off the end. And now
Iron.
there is the Y seam right there. So let's take it over to the iron. Right here. Just like that. Hopefully it stay. Can't see comments right now, guys. I'm just going to let this press however which way it wants to lay. It's not very flat, but that's because I used all scraps, and they're probably all different sizes because I did cut 2 1/4 and 2 1/2, and I kind of tried to throw them together because it was the scraps, and that's all I had to work with. So you can see that this block right here, see these pieces are longer. When I'm finally done completing this whole block, I will trim it all to one size, but I have enough hanging over that I don't lose my points. That's very important to not lose your points. No matter what else happens in your block, don't lose your points. The points at the end right here are very important. That's why I do the Y seams, because it keeps the points the best. So all this is now nice. I do have a little crinkle right here, but I'm not going to really care about that because I did have to stretch it for those to fit. So anyway, let's turn this camera around. You guys are going on a trip. Sorry about that. Okay. So, unlike most Sundays where I have tons and tons of time with you guys, today I actually don't. So my hour is up. I've actually been on an hour and 13 minutes, so that's why my son keeps coming in here saying, "Mom, Mom, Mom." So I'm going to read some comments real quick. Let's see. Where am I at? 909 in New York. Okay. Let's see. No, I can't tell it all. Rowan, thanks so much. Hi, Teresa. I didn't see you here originally, obviously. At least you have your iron on the board now. Thanks. Looks easy. We'll try it soon. No. Okay. If not, I'll look for it. What iron is that? It's the Panasonic. It's just a purple Panasonic cordless iron. It's like the NIWL 600, I guess. Let's see. I made my first baby quilt out of half triangles. Know what you mean. Jade, thank you. Tiffany's so talented and makes such beautiful quilts. She makes everything look so easy. Tiffany, one of those head camera thingies. If I had a head camera on, you guys would be like moving around everywhere. That would be a bad idea.
I don't know when you're gonna do that video.
Yeah,
then.
I'm gonna get off here now. That's what I'm doing. I'm reading the last.
Oh, I
of the
told him to get a
comments.
shower now.
Oh,
I think
that's fine.
he'd be
Okay.
okay. Well, I'm going to the grocery store.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
Be back then.
It does make things look easy. Sounds like a nice quilt. Maybe quilt as you made a quilt as you go.
Clean these up. Then.
Okay.
And
yes.
We'll watch the thing.
Yep. I'm glad that Tiffany decided to start sharing on YouTube. Thanks, Tiffany. Oh, well, thank you, Jill. I enjoy this. This is fun for me. This is not a job. It's not ever going to be a job because I actually haven't even looked on the computer to see where I'm at money-wise since I've been monetized. I'm like, it was $22 and some, or $26 and some change. I think it was the last time. And I haven't been on in I don't know, like a month. And I just got my March report on the thing last night, so it's probably changed, but I definitely have not reached $100 since I had it before February. So because I can't cash out until there's $100, unfortunately. So I just do this for the fun of it. I don't do it for anything else. I like teaching, so that's why I can't come on all the time though, because this is just for fun. If I was being paid for it or had, time, if I had an income from this, then I'd be able to come on more often for you guys. But unfortunately, there's no income and I can't come on very often. Oh, haven't made a quilt as you go yet, but when my hand gets better, that'll be my next one. I have a few memory bears I'm behind on, waiting to quilt. I'd say it turned out beautiful. I already said hi to Teresa. I wish I was sitting next to you. It's probably easier to learn if you were sitting next to me. If I didn't have to move the camera everywhere, guys. Thank you for having me. You have a nice community, Tiffany. Thank you, ladies, for the warm welcome. Awesome, Peggy. Yes, you are very welcome to be here. I'll tell Scott Diane that you said hi when he comes back home from the store. This is an awesome group of friends. Hi, Christine. I turned it on 11:20 a.m. Monday morning in Queensland, out with my husband. He's finally home after 3 months. Yay, that's awesome. We're enjoying your time out together. Just enjoy your time then. Brenda, you're very talented. Thank you for these sewing videos. Awesome. Hi, Christina. Okay, good evening, Tiffany. You have happy mail arriving tomorrow. Okay, yeah, tomorrow we're checking. So it looks like I have more than one box coming tomorrow. So I will check that. Obviously, it's going tomorrow because Mondays we check. We don't have the girls on Mondays. And then Scott checks every other day in between. But on Mondays, I actually get the chance to go out too, since tomorrow we have things to do. Speaking of things to do tomorrow, I'm not going to tell you why, but for all of you prayer warriors out there, for all of you who pray, this is not something I would ask for, but can you please just ask or say a prayer, ask someone to say a prayer or say a prayer yourself for me tonight, because tomorrow is a big day. I'm not going to tell you what's going on or why I need the prayer. Just know that I need you guys to say just a little extra prayer for me tonight, because tomorrow's a big day. And that little extra prayer will help. So that's not something I normally ask, but please, 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 please. I need all the prayers I can get. Oh, I so do. Okay. So, all right. Let's see. Thank you for the message. I just got home. I'm sorry, Chris. Yeah, you guys are getting it coming on right when I'm getting off. Don't get in trouble with your family if you need to go. I'm not religious, but I'll be sending good thoughts. So yes, for those that are not religious, good thoughts. Good thoughts. Tiffy needs some positive vibes from all you that don't pray. Just send me some goodwill my way, or faith my way, or something good, whatever. Good juju. I don't know how to explain it for other people, but I just need a little bit of extra. I need just a little bit extra. All right. Hi, Suburban. Oh, you guys are coming in so late. All right. Hi, Sylvia. All right, so I'm going to get off of here, though, for those that just joined. I guess you could just watch the replay. I really have to stop, though. I'm, like, babbling on. I got to get things done. Today is a busy day, so. I'm not in my pajamas, if you haven't noticed. I was supposed to be doing things. I only had an hour to work with, so. All right, but CJ's in the shower, so I guess I have, like, 3 extra minutes, because he's pretty quick about that. I guess we all are, so. All right. I love you guys very much. And I thank you for joining. And I will see you guys maybe in the middle of the night tonight. I'm not for sure, but we'll see. I might come on for an insomniac, but tomorrow's my day off. So I might actually try to sleep tonight. I'm not sure. I'm just whatever. All right, guys. I love you all. Thanks for watching, and I'm glad you guys can join me. If you're new to my channel, subscribe down that way, like, share. All the information is in the video, and I'll do my best for those of you who reminded me that the link is not working. I will try to fix the Facebook group link. So I'll get to that in a little bit. I'll just try to remember. Fix Facebook group links. It's in my head. Okay. Bye, guys.